Folks.
I turned some of these.
No, we do what we can. We do what we can till we can't anymore. Folks, goodness gracious. It
Me oh
is
my.
wonderful to be back in this space. Thank you for joining us. This is, of course, the That's Not Funny comedy podcast. This is Tyler.
And this is Jeffrey.
And we are two buds that, you know, we love each other, but we don't like each other. And we're trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world.
A little bit of our juices into your mouthses. Something like that.
You, of course, are the good folks at home.
You gotta squeeze it out.
And, you know, we're not trying to be funny. Comedy may occur in the next little bit of time here, but that, of course, is up to you.
And that's what we do here on the That's Not Funny comedy podcast show.
TT, what was not funny for you this past week, good sir?
Oh, man.
If I can even call you that.
There was like 7 not funny things this week.
Yeah.
I'm wore out.
Name your top three.
Top 3. 1, everyone that I know and love wanting to kill themselves is a pretty...
gosh.
Oh, and I can't say that, can I?
Yeah,
I have to say unalived.
You literally, episode 1 of the new podcast have officially shadow banned us.
That's so unfair that
I
you
know.
can't say that because it's like, but it's a real discussion, you know?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so, you know.
We got to restart.
You can't,
folks,
can you...
the episode, we've done like 6 episode 1, so this
is
lucky
the
number
last
7.
not
Lucky
episode 1,
number 7.
episode
Yeah,
1.
exactly.
But no, just like everyone being
we'll have to bleep
super,
that out, though. We really
do have to bleep that out. Okay, we'll bleep it out.
And not because we want to. Folks,
Sorry,
we want to
YouTube.
bring you the dialogue that you want, but YouTube won't let us. That's a problem.
It's just the extreme distress that everyone is experiencing constantly. It just really makes it seem like life may not be worth it. It's just there's a consensus coming together from like everyone I know, and the consensus is, nah, not so much.
My counselor did say something about it wasn't like Mercury was in retrograde, but she said something like that, and I was like,
That's hard to take.
It's hard to take,
That's
but
really
she
hard
even
to
was
take.
self-aware about it. She's like, it's not like Mercury is in retrograde type of shit, but it's like
She's like, no. It's not
she's
like
no,
that.
trust me. She
But
was,
it's like that.
She was like, but yeah, the next few years are going to be really rough.
Welcome, first viewer. Thanks for hopping on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, pop on and tell us your name.
Okay, so everybody's distressed. Everybody's wants to end their own life. Yes.
I'm just learning about myself that I don't know enough
Can you
about.
scoot a little closer to me, big dog?
Yeah, I guess I'm really far over
You're
there.
far, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Far.
Wow.
I need you here by me.
That's good note.
Yeah,
we should
of
count that
course.
in
Hey,
pre.
One
We should
team,
have count that in
one
pre.
team, one dream, baby.
One team, one dream. I just am not responsible enough to make massive decisions for large groups of people. Well, it's not that I'm not responsible.
That's really funny.
It's not that I'm not responsible enough. I am responsible enough. I'm not well enough informed sometimes.
Right.
And so that is having some catastrophic
growing is
consequences.
changing.
You're
growing right before our very eyes. You're like a tulip.
Like a pretty little
beautiful
tulip. But you know what happens
before?
to
It used to
tulips?
just be 2 lips, and now you're a beautiful tulip.
Yeah. I watch my son kill plants all the time, and I'm just thinking that's the kind of tulip you are. You're the kind of tulip that gets slaughtered by a 3-year-old.
Yeah, you could kill a plant. That's fine.
Yeah, I try and teach him not to, though. He really does not.
Oh, don't. Let a kid be a kid. Let a kid.
What about killing bugs? You think I should let him kill bugs? That's on the line.
That's on the line, but at this age, as a not even 3-year-old, yeah, let him.
What about a mouse or a slug?
Definitely not a mouse. Absolutely not a mouse.
Absolutely not a mouse. Okay, so I've got some changes to make then.
And I know I've told this story before, but when I was 14, my mom bet me $20 that I wouldn't bite a slug in half. And I of course did.
Awful.
It was horrible.
That slime never goes away.
I was brushing my teeth.
To this very day.
I was brushing my teeth and the slime was like, nope, we're permeated.
Yeah.
We're part of you now.
No, it's Loop. My kid loves to pick up slugs.
Yeah.
He picks up slugs all
good
the time.
for him. That means he's going to be a real tough boy.
He's going to be a real tough boy. But I can't get the slime off his hands. It is icky. It is icky. He doesn't give a shit.
Right. He's a little
icky.
Heathen.
Is not. It's not in his. He only like says that laughing at me while I'm scared about something he's doing.
He sang "Happy Birthday" today, which was crazy.
And he also freestyled it. He like added some junk
in. That's enough.
Okay. Wow.
You mean he said the wrong lyrics?
Well, no, he was intentionally adding. He does that to songs. He intentionally changes songs.
Yeah.
He absolutely knows "Happy Birthday" 100%.
All right. I'll believe it when I see it next birthday.
Good God. Okay.
Yeah,
What wasn't
we'll see.
funny for you this week?
My friend tries to impose intelligence that a child isn't capable of having.
Lord, it have it. This is brutal.
What wasn't funny this week? I tried to take some time off of work, and
Yeah.
long story short,
Mistake.
taking time off of work is mostly about mentally taking time off of work.
Yeah.
You can physically
Yeah.
be there, but when you are enveloped in the emotional distress that is work, you'd like to have an absence from that when you literally take time off. But sometimes people will just call you and just tell you horrific things and be like, yeah, I just thought you wanted to know. That's like, I'm like, okay. Is there something specific you need help with? Well, I just thought you'd want to know. Okay, I'm literally on the way to get a massage for my birthday at a spa that my lovely girlfriend Roxanne.
Oh
paid
yeah,
for,
guys.
I guess I'll
Jeff's
ruminate
birthday,
on
by the way.
that
Happy
for
birthday to Jeff.
the entire time I'm getting a massage. Which massages, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. This one felt like it wasn't as like comforting, but I knew I was getting good body work done. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like rough sex.
Something like that. It was just, I knew that I was being worked out, but I wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, this is nice. I was kind of like, this is necessary.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
it's
is fine.
really, it's the difference between like making love and
Sure.
and
You keep trying to
bumping
force this
uglies.
analogy, but I don't
I
see
really
it.
like
I
the
really
analogy.
don't see it.
I really like it. You don't see the analogy?
No, you're just a disgusting pervert.
Okay.
I'm trying to just talk
No,
about.
I get that. I'm actually scared of massages now.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get got?
I got kind of like, I think I maybe got hurt a little bit. And
I
so
need to
now
have
every
more
time I'm
massages. I
Like, please
took
be
a-
gentle. Please be gentle. Please be gentle with my shoulder. I had a hurt back and I was like, I'm not doing a massage.
It sucks when you want a deep massage because if you don't say deep, sometimes people will just like pat at you like a goddamn kitten,
Yeah.
But then if you go deep and then you're like, a little bit less. Not only do you feel like less of a man, but then they're always going to go a little bit less.
A little bit less. You
than
just
you
have
want.
to grin and bear it.
You have to grin and bear it.
until
Sometimes
they permanently injure you.
until they
permanently injure you.
irreparably damage your
And at
tissues.
that point, you still might as well just go for it. So
right.
it's
Yeah.
like,
Well,
it's
because
all
part of
over.
you is numb,
Yeah,
emotionally and
absolutely,
spiritually.
100%.
Yeah. No, 100%.
No.
I feel like more massage is better though.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like I'm at a stage where I want to do more things for my mentals.
Where are you at with acupuncture?
Not fucking good. Remember
Really?
the one time I got
Oh,
acupuncture?
yeah,
I got
actually.
acupuncture and then 3 days later I was in the worst
That's
pain.
right. You
I
had to take,
threw
like-
out my back for the
you
first time
had to
ever.
take like 3 days off of work, 7 days off of work. Like you had to take a bunch of time off of work.
I ended up going to the hospital because I had such horrific chest pain that was radiating from my back. And then I had back pain to the point where I could either be 100% erect or 100% right angle bending over. Anywhere in between was agonizing pain. And you had to brace yourself to like, dude, I have had surgeries. I've had just horrific sicknesses. I have never been in the level of discomfort that was following the 3 days after acupuncture.
Yeah.
And it was on the recommendation of my mail carrier. If you can't trust the mail carrier to give you a good
You just
acupuncturist,
can't. Actually, I have
then
one
who
mail
can
carrier
you
that I
trust?
can trust. I have a really nice.
I like my mail
not
carrier.
Puerto
Shout out
Rican,
Al.
Cuban. He's got to be Cuban.
Oh,
he's
that's
Cuban,
nice.
and he's handsome.
Oh,
and
that's
older.
nice. And he
He's
probably has a great circulation.
And I'm sure he has.
he's
I was
walking
gonna
all
say
the time.
libido, but yeah, he probably
Well,
does have great
those go hand in
circulation.
hand, TT.
He's handsome. He's got great head of hair.
Oh,
getting
nice.
into his late 50s. I would marry him.
Yeah?
I would marry him.
Is
yeah.
being a mail carrier the ultimate red pill?
It literally could be.
Back in the day, are you effing everyone's wives? Like how the milkman was supposedly
the
getting
milkman,
down?
the postman.
But do you ever hear about the postman?
You don't ever hear about, but that's because they did a good job. You know?
They know how to move in silence.
Exactly.
That's some good shit. Folks, we're not a news show, but we've got some things that you should know.
I hope this one works. Thank God. Bam, bam, bam.
A Montana man gets 6 months in prison for cloning giant sheep and breeding it. And I'm going to say right off the bat, I mean, if this is the giant sheep, I feel like he did no wrong.
That's a good sheep right
That's
there.
a buddy right there.
That's a really
Those
good
are
sheep
kind
right there.
eyes.
That is a gorgeous ram.
I was gonna say, wait, is a ram? I know exactly what you're talking about already.
Know the ram.
Yeah, the ram with the
huge
nuts
huge
the size
nuts.
of a fucking gordita.
Yeah, I mean, it was like more than
Two
there's a
gorditas in a
baseball, but
sack.
then there's like a big version of a baseball. What's the big version? Is that a softball?
I guess. Yeah.
He had softball nuts.
Yeah, it was a specimen.
They were, and they had an electric fence up there too. And we all
that was
had
that was
fun.
the first night I ever hung out with you, actually. And it was for
really?
your birthday, and we went and snuck out to look at this, because when you're like 15, you're like, dude, this goat's got huge balls. Let's go look at it at 4 a.m. Like, life is still fun, and we have a glimmer of happiness and hope. We go to look at this.
That, you know?
We go to look at this this ram, sheep, whatever it is, balls, and then on our way back, a police officer comes upon us at like 4 or 5 in the morning. It's like 5 15-year-olds, and he rolls down his window and says, "Awfully late for a Girl Scout meeting, isn't it?" Awfully late for a Girl Scout meeting.
Pretty good. Good.
But that's a great line.
That's
a great line.
That's honestly, I was like, damn.
He got us.
Yeah. Do you remember what we said we were doing?
I can't even remember.
We just said we were on a walk.
It wasn't anything good.
Yeah.
It was not. I mean,
the funny thing is we weren't actually even doing anything bad.
Yeah.
He just went to look at a goat's nuts.
That's what's the problem.
You're going to put us in prison for looking at a goat's nuts? That's totally chill.
That's not illegal yet.
Damn. So what's cooking?
An 81-year-old. Let's see here.
Yeah, trying not to create an entire nightmare.
Yeah, see, sometimes it's too smart for its own good.
That's pretty good right there. But it gets yeah.
Let's see, an 81-year-old Montana man. Well, 81. Let the man live his life. He's in his kill years.
He is literally in his kill years.
An 81-year-old Montana man was sentenced Monday to 6 months in federal prison for illegally using tissue and testicles from large sheep hunted in Central Asia and the U.S. to create hybrid sheep for captive trophy hunting in Texas and Minnesota.
So, like, I just feel like people draw such ridiculous lines sometimes. Like, I don't know. There's, like, so many worse things that could be done than... The guy, he successfully cloned a fucking gorgeous animal. Like, he should get an award, not 6 months in prison.
That's what I'm saying. No,
it's ridiculous.
I am knee-jerk right in lockstep with you. U.S. District Court Judge Brian Morris said he struggled to come up with a sentence for Arthur Jack Schubarth of Vaughn, Montana. He said he weighed Schubarth's age and lack of a criminal record with a sentence that would deter anyone else from trying to, quote, change the genetic makeup of the creatures on Earth.
He was a Christian.
This guy's trying to play God. Let somebody change the genetic makeup of whatever the fuck they want.
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it.
Hello, GMOs. You've eaten them today. What do you want?
I like the kind of the Jack Schubarth of Vaughn. I don't know. It feels like a name bestowed on a knight or something. You know, the night of sheep cloning.
Morris also fined Schubarth $20,000 and ordered him to make a $4,000 payment to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Foundation. Schubarth will be allowed to self-report to a Bureau of Prisons medical facility. Quote, "I will have to work the rest of my life to repair everything I've done." Schubarth told the judge just before sentencing.
All he's got to do is just shoot that sheep once in the back of the fucking head.
I mean, that's what he bred him for.
Cal handgun.
Schubarth, good night, sweet prince. Schubarth's attorney, Jason Holden, said cloning the giant Marco Polo sheep hunted in Kyrgyzstan in 2013 has ruined his client's, quote, life, reputation, and family.
I don't believe that.
I think this has broken him, Holden said.
I don't believe that for a second. If I cloned a giant sheep and got thrown in jail, everyone would be like, "What the fuck? That's so messed up, dude."
That's so Tyler.
That's so Tyler.
That's literally. I'm not.
I'm
surprised he didn't do that earlier. He probably did, and we just didn't know about it.
I don't think that he's telling the truth. I think that Schubarth is doing fine.
Holden, in seeking a probationary sentence, argued that Schubarth was a hardworking man who was always cared for animals and did something that no one else could have done in cloning the giant sheep, which he named Montana Mountain King, or MMK. The animal has been confiscated by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and is being held in an accredited facility until it can be transferred to a zoo, said Richard Bear, a special agent with the Wildlife Service. I feel like the zoo is behind this.
Yeah.
I feel like the judge's niece is like the GM of a zoo.
How hard is it to... I feel like it's not that easy, but it must not be that hard
to clone these days.
Like,
I mean,
can we do a quick dive on how hard it is to clone? Like, is it getting easier to clone? Because I'm at risk of going to jail
they,
for cloning.
They might get into it here. Sarah Brown, an attorney with the U.S. Department of Justice, has asked that Schubarth be sentenced to prison, saying his illegal breeding operation was widespread, involved other states, and endangered the health of other wildlife.
I just don't.
The crime involved forethought, was complex, and included many illegal acts, she said. Schubarth runs Silver River Enterprises, LLC, a 215-acre, that's 87 hectares. Alternative livestock ranch, which buys, sells, and breeds, quote, alternative livestock, such as mountain sheep, mountain goats, and ungulates.
Ungulates?
I think it's ungulates. Primarily for private hunting preserves where people shoot captive trophy game animals for a fee, prosecutors said. He's just he's just cloning giant mutant sheep to kill. I mean, that's, there's pros and cons. He'd been in the game. He'd been in the game farm business. He'd been in the game farm game since 1987. Schubarth pleaded guilty in March to charges that he and 5 other people conspired to use tissue from a Marco Polo sheep illegally brought into the U.S. to clone that animal and then use the clone and its descendants to create a larger hybrid species of sheep that would be more valuable for captive hunting operations.
So this must just be like you can't get a Marco Polo sheep in the because why not just bring one over?
I keep like searching for, okay, where's the nitty gritty, and it just they're just like, hey, you don't get to do that here with animals. There's not really like a huge transgression here,
because okay,
Schubarth sold semen from MMK along with hybrid sheep to 3 people in Texas, while a Minnesota resident brought 74 sheep to Schubarth's ranch for them to be inseminated at various times. Okay, that's
during
a lot.
The conspiracy.
That's a lot during the conspiracy. That's a lot of weird sheep. I mean, none of that. Probably not all of that was consensual.
I mean, almost none. I mean,
that's some weird stuff.
Know. Animal sex is a weird.
Schubarth sold 1 direct offspring from MMK for $10,000. Feels like he could have gotten more. Yeah. And other sheep with lesser MMK genetics for smaller amounts. The total value of the animals involved was greater than $250,000, but less than $550,000, prosecutors said. Hybrid sheep were also sold to people in various states. In October 2019, court records said Schubarth paid a hunting guide $400 for the testicles of a trophy-sized Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep that had been harvested in Montana and then extracted and sold the semen. I mean,
is that illegal? That doesn't seem like, I don't think it's good. I'm not going to say that's good, but I feel like that seems totally.
I mean, there's weirder shit that happens, right? Like
we run factory farms.
100%.
We run factory farms where we just like
check in the people at Tyson Chicken. Like, they're probably doing weird shit with semen as well.
They're putting metal in our kids' chicken nuggets.
Absolutely.
Every day. Every day.
Let me see here. So sheep breeds that are not allowed in Montana were brought into the state as part of the conspiracy, including 43 sheep from Texas. Quote, you were so focused on getting around those rules, you got off track. Morris isn't upset. He's just disappointed.
Yeah.
Holden the lawyer sought reduced restitution, saying that Schubarth fed and cared for the hybrid sheep on his ranch until they could be slaughtered and the meat donated to a food bank. That I feel like is almost worse. Giving the poor genetically modified ultra semen sheep meat.
Semen sheep meat. That sounds like a good T-shirt. We can
mean, I like that, but not to eat that's like a Dr. Seuss rhyme. The remaining hybrid sheep with Marco Polo DNA on his ranch must be sent to slaughter by the end of the year. Let them go to, and the meat donated, let them go to a zoo too. I want like a cadre of genetically modified sheep to gaze upon. It just
feels like they had too much respect for MMK. They're like, normally we would just factory farm you,
we would just make you poor person meat, but you're an actual specimen.
Just food bank soup.
Schubarth will not be allowed to breed game stock during the 3 years he's on probation. Okay, the 5 co-conspirators were not named in court, but they're all also sheep. But Schubarth's plea agreement requires him to fully cooperate with prosecutors and testify if called to do so. Pretty light terms. The case is still being investigated. Schubarth, in a letter attached to the sentencing memo, said he becomes extremely passionate about any project he takes on, including his sheep project.
Literally on your resume when you say I'm a little too passionate, you know?
I got my normal mindset clouded by my enthusiasm and looked for any gray area in the law to make the best sheep I could for this sheep industry, he wrote. My family has never been broke. but we are now. I mean, what's the problem? He's literally
Here's
an
the thing.
81-year-old man that has too much proclivity pertaining to sheep.
He's too good with sheep.
He's.
I can see the 20K, like the 20K fine and the 4K fine. Okay, sure, 20K fine, 4K fine. This guy made a killing on MMK. I get that, but the 6 months in prison honestly seems like a little bit much. But maybe we're missing some. If anybody has some valuable information on like why we shouldn't be cloning
Why would we?
sheep, the thing is, he cloned it. So it's the same genes as another thing.
I mean, that was like, what was the first sheep that was cloned? Dolly, right? Dolly clone? Dolly was a sheep that was cloned.
Yeah.
In fucking 1996.
Yeah.
So Dolly can be cloned in 1996, but this man can't clone an ultra mega semen?
Maybe Dolly's not allowed to fuck.
I guess
Dolly don't fuck.
Yeah, I guess Dolly can't fuck.
Dolly don't fuck, and everyone cares apparently.
No, she had 6 lambs. Bonnie, Sally, Rosie.
This is pretty dark.
Triplets,
folks.
Lucy, Darcy, and Cotton. Cotton, that's... I can't tell if I like that or not.
Yeah. First glance you do.
I feel like there's no problem here, and it's honestly impressive. I just would love to be a fly on the wall on like one of those negotiations. He's like, listen, I'm not taking a cent under 400. I know what I've got. I know what I've got with these ultra Siemens that I'm shelling out here.
Okay, guys, we're getting there. Like we are actually starting to get there. Okay, how much does it cost?
Via Gen Pets, the American cloning company. This company reunites owners with an exact replica of their pets.
Yeah,
which also takes the lead in cloning animals other than dogs and cats. $50,000.
Yeah,
I feel like so many people would pay for that. Cats are less expensive. I mean, that makes sense, you know.
$35K.
Less genetic makeup.
I'm thinking about Max, and it's legal for them to do it. They can clone the dog.
Yeah, you should clone Max.
I literally should clone Max.
This guy wants to freeze his brain. You should clone your dog.
I should probably clone my dog. I am thinking about cryo freezing some.
What's your biggest fear though? If you did clone yourself,
if I cloned myself.
Well, if you froze your head for to be woken up later, what's your biggest fear? I know you know. I know.
Oh yeah, it's eternal rape.
You could tell him, eternal rape. Dungeon,
I would get really.
It could
scared.
happen to you if you freeze your own brain.
Yeah. So like, here's what I'm afraid of, guys. I'm afraid that you freeze your brain, and times change. Like I don't know. Like 300 years ago, we were like, don't show your ankles, and like today we're like, twerking.
You'd eat the ass.
Today, if you don't eat the ass,
is in the modern lexicon.
Really, really, really boring. And so I'm just kind of worried in like 800 years, they're going to like wake me up and be like, everybody likes being in an eternal rape dungeon. Or maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's just everybody is in an eternal rape dungeon.
I'm imagining that like, it's like, you know how in some of these European countries, they'll like have like government subsidized like prostitution.
Sure.
I imagine that if people are like a certain level of violent in the future, they get like a government subsidized rape dungeon clone.
Oh, sure.
Because like they're not a real person.
Sure.
They're some overzealous fuck from 2027.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. They're going to look back. So, I mean, maybe if they're doing all the rape dungeons, they probably don't give a shit about what we did now. But if they're not, and they are like technically kind of chill or whatever, they might look back and be like, that guy literally ate meat.
He's a bad person. That guy
literally ate meat.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
Well, and actually, like, probably a pretty like serious, like, it might be a serious concern because, like, in 75 years, we might be like, that was so messed up. And in like, what's up, Coda?
What's up, baby?
I like the new name, Coda Trash. Coda Trash.
Coda.
Represent.
What do you think about the new background?
Yeah, we moved.
We've evolved.
We're evolving again.
Evolved.
Brother Wife 28.0. 28.0.
We're about to be in our 30s.
Yeah, we just finished a new studio, and so we got a blue screen. We got a blue screen behind us, and
Shippy on
we're projecting Shippy on fleek. But yeah, I don't know. I just worry that I would wake up into a hellscape, whether or not it's like I just can't adjust culturally to like, because I'm sure it's gonna be. I'm already semi uncomfortable with some of the directions we're going, but like, fast forward 400 years, and I'm just gonna be like, okay. I should have died.
Yeah. No,
even
absolutely.
if everything's chill, even if they're like, welcome to the future, have a nice day.
Right.
Like I'm probably going to like kill myself like 3 days later.
As you're just getting like literally like throat rammed with an alien penis orb.
Exactly. That's kind of sound hot. I mean, I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't.
Wouldn't mind getting one alien throat ram before I kill myself in the future.
I mean, you got to live a little.
You got to live a little.
All right, you want to take this next one here?
Absolutely, folks. Farmer 70 mows down boy 6 for stealing orange. breaking both his legs in front of screaming mother. That's not what you want, but it's what you get when you steal some fucking oranges.
The problem is he's not in his kill years.
Oh,
he's
not.
10 years away.
He
should have held on for 10 more years. I mean, I guess he didn't kill him, but
yeah,
mows down. I'd like to know what that means.
You know, yeah, you won't usually hear that in front of, like, for guns.
Yeah.
You usually hear that for guns.
Well, let's get into it.
Here we go, folks. It's kind of hard to read. Can you tilt that towards me a little bit?
Yeah, let me just...
Tilt that screen towards me a little bit. Oh, there you go. There you go. This is readable. Mouse control. Christoffel, and that's a good name, Johannes Stoneman. Christoffel Johannes Stoneman, 70, appeared at the Fredendal Magistrates Court on Monday, where he stands trial on 2 charges of attempted murder and a further charge of reckless and negligent driving. Kiweze Bukes. Oh. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Well, Jimmy stole an orange and he did care. Kiweze Bukes, 6, had been walking with his mother at midday on Friday, September 20th, when he reportedly stopped to pick up an orange that was on the ground before attempting to reach through a fence and grab another one that had also fallen. A vehicle with a trailer attached then plowed into them and ran over the 6-year-old, the court heard.
I feel like you're literally reading this like you're reading your son a bedtime story.
Oh.
You have like...
Magdalene Yantillas screamed as the vehicle crushed her son's legs.
Can you see his legs here?
Can you see
his mangled legs with tread marks?
The farmer accused Bukes of stealing with the oranges and ran him over as a punishment, causing horrific injuries, including 2 broken legs.
Just a little bit of music.
So this is, I mean, these are some good pictures. I like that they have them come up out of the floor.
I feel like that's
like
a
nice
show.
move.
Yeah, he's coming out of the cage like
Thank you,
Beyonce.
Coda. Tex Watson. I'm feeling like a young Tex Watson.
Who's Tex Watson?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, and I need to get my arm out of the frame.
Get your elbow out of my goddamn.
You know what I can do here? I can go like this.
Yeah,
I can go like this.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's gonna help a lot.
That's huge.
That's gonna help a lot.
That's huge.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good now.
Keep it moving.
But this is a really nice shot. She honestly does not seem distressed enough for her son getting.
Yeah, this almost seems like this was part of her plan.
Yeah.
She was like, he will adapt.
I feel like she's having a spiritual moment.
Yeah,
there,
no, like that was. She's like one of the what is it? The Mayans. You know, the Mayans like needed child sacrifices.
Oh, sure, yeah. Stoneman was accused of showing no repose over the incident and told police he would do it again. Fuck. Bukes said his mother, meanwhile,
nobody messes with my citrus. Okay, I'll tell you that right now.
I get if we're talking about like, you know, the kids stole like a whole truck of oranges, right? Like a whole truck of oranges. You know, we're talking about
if we're talking about livelihood, then sure.
Yeah, but this is 2 oranges that were on the fucking ground.
I mean, the kid was vitamin deprived.
He was vitamin deprived.
He needs a little C in his bloodstream.
What are the odds in this whole orange orchard that this guy is?
With the yawning?
I tried to repress it. I did the best I could to not let it out. I didn't realize it was coming until it came. That's fair. He really doesn't like it when I yawn.
Well, when you yawn, I mean,
I'm gonna get abused after the show.
Literally, when monkeys yawn, that can make a human yawn. Yawning is a signal to another person. Yawn. Feel more tired.
It means I'm comfortable.
No,
it means I'm comfortable.
It feels you're not giving it your all. It feels you're not giving your
curl
gusto.
up and watch a really good podcast with 2 weird guys talking about a kid getting mowed down. Yantilles told police that she and her son had been walking to the town to shop for food when they passed the farmer's small holding, and the boy picked up and reached for the 2 oranges. The broken mother said he heard Stoneman shout at them before hitting her and her son with his vehicle, pinning them against a fence. Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Yantilles told ECNA he came from around the corner and he was driving at a speed.
Okay, aren't we all?
Driving at a speed. Driving at a speed.
Okay.
He shouted, "Stand there, stand there." I thought he was going to stop. What the fuck?
As almost as if he's like, no, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you with my truck.
I'm going to help you.
I've got a whole bunch in the back of my rig here.
Oh, God. I guess yawning is one of the main symptoms of heart disease. So that's all. There's also that. Off-Grid Live. What's up?
Off-Grid.
We miss you, man. It's good to see you.
We got 2 of the OGs in the house
We do.
Tonight.
This is sex on the beach
I feel
right
like
now.
I'm having a little bit of too much pleasure.
Fuck. He said, "I'm going to kill you by driving into you."
Could you be more on the nose?
I honestly, I respect that.
Right.
I kind of respect.
He's kind of letting you know this is about to happen.
Stand
right
there,
now.
stand there. I'm going to kill you, but you've got this hand and then this hand.
It's almost like you're like,
Shit.
it's like, no, stop. I'll take a picture.
I'll take a picture.
It's like,
communicating on the road is always
oh
interesting.
My gosh.
Locals have since accused Stoneman of wrongdoing over previous incidents. Billy Clayson of South Africa's Rural and Farm Workers Development Organization called for lawmakers to toughen consequences on farmers committing crimes. I feel like almost nothing happened here.
I mean, that's not about a farmer. That's about a madman.
That's about a human hitting 2 other humans and maiming them, and with the intent to kill
over a tiny fruit.
Over two oranges.
How many orange? This guy's like a orange. He's like in the orange 1%. He's got so many oranges.
He's got so many oranges.
This is one that's fallen on the ground.
Is there a number of oranges where you do get to kill someone? What's up, Crazy Fist?
Crazy Fist, how you doing, baby? We just out here talking about a man getting mowed down.
It's Grid's birthday. By the way, guys.
Oh, Grid.
It was Jeff's birthday on Tuesday.
That would be a good orange. That's true. I hope it was juicy. Did he at least get to eat it? I mean,
I feel it's like when you keep a smoke. I always keep a smoke in my car so that if I get in a car wreck.
Wait, do you really?
Yeah,
Wait, that's actually romantic. I like.
I actually have a smoke and a whiskey shooter.
Really?
Yeah.
If you ever get wait.
Yeah, the whiskey shooter.
I don't think that makes things better.
No. The whiskey shooter is a risky move, but I'm okay with it.
But the smoke, if you get in a bad car accident, you're really gonna smoke a cigarette for the first time in like 4 years.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Does it have to be a certain level of severity?
I mean. I'm just like getting in.
You're right. You're like, I guess I
smoke
got
about 2 cigarettes a week. Oh shit.
Right.
But only when I get in a car accident.
Only when I'm drinking.
Only when.
Which is when I'm hitting.
So we visited the crime scene. The state National Prosecuting Authority (NPA) spokesperson Eric Ntabazila.
This is South Africa, so
said the state would oppose Stoneman's release. He will stay in custody and will appear on Monday in Vredendal Magistrates Court, he said ahead of today's trial. The state has indicated that it will oppose bail in this case. We welcome this development. We visited the crime scene, and there is no way that this boy could have gained access to the orchard over that fence. The suspect should answer in a court of law for this reckless behavior. I feel like this is kind of a big deal here. The fact that I feel like if the boy was across the fence, he is allowed to kill him. Like they're like, we can't. He was over the fence.
They're like, and I know what you all are thinking. Was he able to gain access over the fence? No, we can actually verify that he couldn't. Because, of course, by our tradition.
He absolutely could.
That is customary to mow a person down if they do impose and encroach into your orchard.
The suspect should answer in a court of law for this reckless behavior. The mother said she and her son were focusing on his recovery and would seek counseling after the incident. I am to continue with this case. I want to proceed by the grace of God. And see, there she is with the grace of God.
Yeah.
As long as I can stand here, she said.
Was behind her the whole time. Really quick, she's talking about his recovery, but what was it? He got both of his legs broke.
Yeah. See,
I mean, I guess he'll think twice about getting.
He definitely is not gonna
getting oranges that aren't his. I mean,
oranges. He might not ever eat oranges again. Right. This might be like a
kind of a game changer.
But I've been kind of thinking about starting a service where like somebody hires you, because this is what I'd like.
Okay, lay it down.
Oh, you use cigarettes, Crazy Fist. Well, shame on you.
Yeah. Don't you know you're gonna get popcorn?
Don't you know you're gonna get popcorn lunch?
No, that's the other one.
So a service where, because I kind of want to use this service. I kind of want to hire myself here.
What is it?
A service where somebody, pays you a pretty good sum of money because this is risky, but they beat you bad enough that you got to go to the hospital for a while.
Okay, thank you for bringing this up, because you said something to me like 3 weeks ago that is, and I don't like to use these Gen Z terms, but has lived rent free in my head.
Okay, sure.
So you do your thing, and then I'm going to come at you in turn.
Sure, absolutely. So, I mean, you wind up, you get hired, okay, and you go out and like, I'm not talking about a light beating. I'm talking about like fractured kneecap, broken femur, like really go to town.
Right.
Probably try and focus on like usually pretty recoverable things, but like stuff where you're gonna have to. They're
gonna
be
tactical about
2 to 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks. You're gonna be on drugs.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking to myself, man, if I could go to the hospital for like 2 to 4 weeks and just bring my Steam Deck and just be high as fuck and not deal with this business for a while.
Yeah. I'm about to lay into
you. And just play a bunch of good video games on my Steam Deck. I would be good. And that's all I've got.
Here's the thing is you're actually not like joking. Like you actually think that going to the hospital would be a nice reprieve.
I have enjoyed the hospital quite a few times.
You are literally so divorced from certain parts of reality. It is baffling sometimes.
No, I've been hospitalized multiple times, and I've enjoyed my time there.
Recently, as an adult, or as a child, where you didn't really like have like a true context for life. because you have not been hospitalized as an adult. Let me tell you something about the hospital.
I haven't
It
been
is a
hospitalized as an
horrible,
adult.
uncaring place filled with people that would rather die than to have you die than take care of you. The hospital is not a place that you want to end up in any way, shape, or form. And the fact that you honestly...
I think you're not addicted enough to opiates.
No, it's not like opiates on fucking tap. Like there's limits that you can biologically take. And also...
Okay, wait. So for me, it was like... I mean, I'm sure there was like...
You're like, to me, the limit's high. What's up?
The limit was high. Like, so listen. No.
Yes,
no.
you broke your...
They gave me a button. They gave me a button.
Yes, when you were 14 years old and you had like a rod in your goddamn surgery arm.
They gave me a button and I could just press it. More morphine. I'm sorry, but that was lit as fuck.
I was telling him the other day about how like I get scared about like, you know, having to go... You know, just dying in a hospital is... I've had to spend some time in hospitals like the last like year. I broke my collarbone, had to have horrific surgery. Like
the collarbone isn't a fun one though, because it's your whole center. That's like a spinal injury.
You're
almost.
talking about getting the shit beat out of you to where you
just legs.
You're gonna have to.
Arms.
You're gonna have to shit in a weird commode bedpan by somebody who gets underpaid, who
But
literally
I
smells
will
bad
be
and might give you
high
HPV
as
warts.
Fuck while I do it, and I'm gonna tell you what. There is a certain amount of narcotics that I will enjoy anything that happens.
Here,
to me. If I wake up in the future
let me cut
in a
out the
rape
middleman.
dungeon,
Just start doing narcotics, and you cut out a lot
that's
of
a really good
lot
point,
of angst,
Jay.
and you'll end up.
That's
in
a
the,
really good. That's
like,
a really good point.
Listen,
All I'm saying is, as a kid, they did give me a button, and it did get me high as fuck. Okay, and so when you say there's not a limitless supply, what I'm telling you is they gave me a little button that had a red top on it, and I could push it, and I would get higher. So to me, that felt like a limitless supply. And I had a Game Boy Advance, and it was the best.
Folks, he literally does not think it would be a bad time to go to the hospital. It's just something about that. It honestly irks me how delusional that is. Like, you would have such a bad time, like about 48 hours in. Like 48 hours in, you would be like,
I'm telling you right
this
now,
is a bad time.
You have made a mistake.
That's
exactly, Coda. Jeff has never had Dilaudid. That's the thing. Jeff gets sick from opiates. Okay, they make him sick.
Oh my god.
They make him sick. He doesn't have a good reaction.
Hospitals are such a hellscape.
I love hospital cafeterias. Okay, I love hospital beds. I like the TVs. I like the nurses. I like the people.
You literally are surrounded by death and people that are stressed. And
I just get to hang out in my room.
Occasionally there'll be a hospital dog that has mange that you pet because you're like, what else is there to do? Watch Deal or No Deal on a tiny speaker TV.
Opiates as much as I would, you would not mind being in the hospital, and I'm just going to guarantee you that we have very different opinions here.
I hope you don't end up in the hospital, but I actually hope you do. Because
I kind of hope I do too.
Because there's been a lot of told you so moments in our history, and I'm looking for a new told you so.
You want a new told you so?
I want a new told you so because this is.
Coda says
insane.
Wrong again, Jeff. I go in the hospital every 4 to 6 months, and I love it. I think the crowd has spoken. Crazy Fist has got your back here, Jay, but I think Crazy Fist doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. I like you, Crazy Fist. I love you, in fact, but I think. Do you go to the hospital every 4 to 6 months? I don't think so.
Coda, what are you going to the hospital for?
Coda's got that real.
Oh my gosh. All right, listen. I hope that I'm wrong.
Thank you, Crazy Fist. Crazy Fist's hope is that I get into the hospital.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
Do you want to be the guy, Crazy?
He's got Crazy Fist, so I'm thinking he could help you out.
I'll send you a G.
There could be something that happens there.
Oh, you broke your jaw. That's another one that's pretty not fun.
That's
not too close
ideal.
to your head. That's too close to your
ideal.
head. But like you fuck up my legs, fuck up my limbs, go to town, and I'll be good. Just get my legs really good.
Yeah.
Get my legs really good.
That's fair. I get it. So, folks, we wanted to bring to your attention one of the last things we were talking about. You know, we're innovative guys. You know, we see problems and we pose solutions. And TT and I were talking about, you know, there's a lot of frustrated dogs out there. What's more dangerous than a frustrated dog out of control?
Not many things.
Not
Jay.
many things. But if you
things.
had a what's called a male vent device, we actually found out this as a term, or a dog pocket pussy, which you dubbed, what was it? The pup pump.
Oh, the pup pump.
Which is amazing.
Right. Yeah.
So we thought, hey, if there's not a dog pocket pussy, we should be the guys that bring it to market. Turns out there's actually
already a dog pocket pussy.
So we kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on your options. So dog humping toy, dog sleeping plush toy, pet estrus toy, male dog stimulation, female dog toy. That's and notice all these pictures you're going to see.
It's
the
real,
dog's
Crazy
tongue
Fist.
is out, and
This is real.
This is literally real. You could buy it for $119 on Amazon.
Here's the thing,
and I don't. That's not a dog pussy, by
Jeff
the way.
noticed that the tongues were out, and I had to walk through it with him, and I had to tell him, honestly, Jeff, every single time I've seen a dog really humping. And I'm talking.
Out?
The thing is, there's a dog that's humping.
They're
for
under
like
a lot of
little
pressure.
domination,
They need to perform.
But there's a dog that's humping that's trying to come. Okay, and there's a difference between the two. There's a domination hump and there's a come hump. Okay.
So here we go. I mean, out again. And
Very
here's
much
another.
out.
I love how they blur it here, and then here they're
This
like,
one's from
we're just
Japan.
kidding.
This one's from Japan. That's the Japanese
This is
dog
just to get past all the proxies and shit. This is the real
Absolutely.
thing. Now
I
that we're
think
here.
we have a video here. Oh, there's the skeleton.
There's a couple things here. So we got the male sexual vent, silicone genitalia, collect semen.
Okay.
Imitate bitch voice. This is a real product that imitates bitch voice. Okay. What has it got? A recording of my ex-wife?
You're selling me.
Easy to clean, silicone material. Here's the big thing. Built-in skeleton, folks. Built-in steel skeleton.
Very nice skeleton.
Withstands
Very nice
100
skeleton.
kilogram pressure test.
Yeah, and we've got Coda comes in hot and he says you 100% know they sell 10% to dog breeders and 90% to furries. I think you're probably right. I think you're
100%.
probably right.
So let's I mean, dog mating toy. Can I get? Oh, this one
he's
doesn't.
even dressed up. He's even dressed up.
This
folks.
this is what I thought was the best. So if you don't buy this, your dog is easy to get fat, susceptible to tumor. Look how sad he is that he can't come.
Yeah.
High surgical risk, and the worst of all, weakened. Your dog will be weakened.
Weakened by all that cum buildup.
It's
Your
one of the
dog's
biggest killers,
ballooned.
one of the biggest canine killers. And then of course to bring it all together, we've got a video for you fine folks. So but
easy to. So first you fill with the lubricating.
can you hear the music
Apply
though?
the lubricating
Can
fluid.
they hear the music?
They can
though?
hear the music.
Okay.
They can hear the music. Apply the lubricating fluid to the surface and entrance of the channel. Jam it in the
Jam
dog's
it in
ass.
there like a
Jam it in
goddamn
the dog's ass.
jellyfish.
And
that's real. This is
we
illegal.
go.
We're gonna get pulled for showing this.
I think we might. And then
after dog uses it, rotate the channel and take it out.
just one quick rotation.
with your fucking bare hand.
Absolutely.
Clean it in the sink.
See, I've been here. I've done this. And it is
Wait,
not-
have you? Wait, what do you mean?
Not with a dog.
With your personal.
With a.
Okay.
I don't. I quit
was
using
thinking-
them though. I quit using
Yeah,
them.
I feel like there's a novelty, and then
Wait.
just put it back in.
Oh no, Crazy Fist! You
You can't hear it. Okay.
Is it muted or
Fuck.
something? Is
No,
it
it's.
muted?
I don't know why it's not working, but you guys, it's literally like you got to look it up because it's like the funniest stock music. It's like doot 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 doot. It's like the happiest soundtrack to cleaning a dog pocket pussy you could possibly imagine. This is literally the music playing in the dog's head when he sees you. Like when you say go on a walk. Like this is basically that times 6 when he sees you
100%.
pulling that
You don't
from out
need
of
to.
the
That's the nice
closet.
thing. That's the cool thing. If you don't like going outside, you don't need to walk your dog anymore.
Yeah, no, this really takes a
I
lot
mean,
of stress
okay,
off of you.
here's the thing, though.
And
It's
your
a
dog
joke.
won't be weakened.
It's a joke. Your dog won't be weakened. It's a joke, okay? It's a joke. Like, oh yeah, but like here's the truth of it.
Lay it on.
Crazy Fist,
because
you're
we
saying-
are going to bring a competitor to market, so lay it on.
I love animals, but don't need to hear it, Crazy Fist. But here's what you do need to hear. Here's what you do need to hear. It's not right to not let doggy fuck. Okay.
Listen, I mean, it's a biological necessity.
It's a biological need. It's like the number one underlying like if genetically speaking, evolutionarily speaking, if there's a point where like your body has to choose between getting food and fucking and dying, it's
Fight,
gonna choose
flight, fuck, and freeze.
fight, fucking freeze.
That's not it, but. But no, like you need to have. Listen, a lot of people don't. They leave their dog intact. They don't get their dog neutered, and that if you don't want to provide your dog a fuck toy, if it's neutered, that I can kind of understand. But if your dog's got a hot full load 100% of the time, like do him a favor, do him a fucking solid.
Crazy Fist, they make cat toys too.
Get him the steel
They make
reinforced
cat
one.
toys too. You know how much your cats rub up on you, and you can tell sometimes that rubbing is not purely platonic.
Oh my god! When
Cats can get very sexual,
dude. Or when you press the little button on the top back of their tail, and they like that too much.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't like that at all.
Crazy Fist does like that.
I do not. Oh, Crazy Fist, you should be in jail. Don't admit that.
You can get some pussy.
I I would rather watch a dog with its tongue out fuck a pocket pussy than get too close to a cat getting too sensual into a pet.
The thing about a dog fucking is the dog is like it's like a barbarian. It's like if you like box someone, you know, the dog fucks like a
there's something almost honorable about it.
Exactly, but like
the cat is like sexually assaulting you somehow.
Yes, 100%, and it's they like more like. You could have like the highest paid escort in Northern Europe, and they wouldn't manage to like make it as sexual as a cat can.
Yeah, it's really a problem. It's really a problem. All right, so let's move on to our next segment here. we like to take.
It's just they're only going to give us.
We like to take some AI generated images, folks, and we like to assign some backstories. That way, if you ever meet a person that looks like this in real life, you know what to expect. So this man, I could see him being a rival of ours in the dog pocket pussy pup pump space. I feel like he's making the same argument that you are, but only better. He's like the European purveyor of
He's
dog
definitely more
pussies.
respectable than I am.
Oh yeah, no, but it's all a facade. It's all a facade.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's done horrific things in the beta testing.
I just feel like you don't get into designing that unless you've fucked around with a dog, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like you don't get into that unless
he's like, no, it is not accurate. You're like, how do you know that?
Yeah,
I know. I don't know. Maybe we're talking about dogs.
But he does kind of have kind eyes, though.
Well, he does kind of have kind eyes. It's because he's not weakened.
His crow's feet on the right side, though. Look at those crow's feet.
I mean, that's a man that's smiled a lot.
Things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fake smile, real smile. Who knows?
He's definitely the CEO of a company, right?
Yeah,
he's from Europe.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Jim from the Office.
Okay, like a male, like a. I don't see it as much.
You don't see it as much.
Yeah, I wanted to ride and die with you, but I don't really see it.
Okay, fine. Fuck it.
I don't really see it.
Kill Jim. Kill everyone.
Okay. So this guy, he's also Eastern European.
He's an office guy. He's just an office guy, and he only when he's on vacations, but he hires women not to. They don't have sex.
Okay.
But they use Twizzlers.
Okay.
And they slap him on the ass, and that's the whole thing.
Okay.
They slap him on the ass.
I kind of am like in the same vein. He seems like a lawyer that has not been like a crooked lawyer, but just started being a crooked lawyer. And he's
actually struggling quite a bit with it.
Well, he's kind of like, that wasn't the like euphoria I thought it was, but I've already gone too far, so I'm like forever unclean. I'm forever a crooked lawyer. And I've resigned to just being okay and doing these depraved acts, but it wasn't. I didn't really touch the sky like I thought I would.
I think he's got dead eyes. I think he knows he can't get out. Like, I think he knows he can't get out, but he kind of wishes he could. He's not making anywhere near as much money as he thought he would.
He thought that like shit was gonna be really
rain
different.
Rain and gold, but it is not.
Right.
His mortgage is still late. His
exactly.
wife is
he
fucking
can't
pissed.
sleep at night.
I feel like his wife knows, and she was like, "Do it, be a crooked lawyer."
And he's like,
and now she's like, "You're not even an honest lawyer, and you make dog shit. Fuck this." She's cuckolding him for sure.
She's literally cuckolding.
Yeah.
He's watching the cuckold right now.
Literally actively watching. He's
actually watching the cuckold.
So what do you need to do if you see this guy on the street? Nothing. He's handling it all himself.
Look for his wife, and you might get a freebie. Honestly.
Ooh, dangerous. Could be.
I want to say pharmaceuticals.
Could have been good. Yeah, definitely for pharmaceuticals.
I want to say pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals or children's musical instruments. But like really nice Swedish ones.
Okay.
Like we're talking like 800, like the poor kid schools do not get this.
Right.
Like the schools that the names are just numbers, they don't have his instruments.
He's one of those guys that like you think he's really smart, but then he does something like really like uncommon from like common sense. And you're like, really? You?
Sure.
Like you?
Sure.
I thought you were like above all that shit.
I do respect the amount of facial hair that he has in a weird way.
Amount.
Well, the thing is, that's a hard amount to pull off.
Oh, yeah. He's got like a weird 5 o'clock shadow goatee, which is, I mean.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
If he lets that goatee out
thick
any longer, he is in dangerous territory. But right now, sophisticated. Very sophisticated.
He actually has the exact same eye and nose segment of a friend of mine who overdosed, a very wealthy man. He actually reminds me a lot of him. Yeah.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You know what I'm talking about? You see it?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. Let's see. What do we got here?
Coda says all neutral male photos look like criminals.
I mean, I guess when you've got a couple of criminals saying It's like you point the finger, you got 3 coming back at you.
He's definitely a piece of shit.
Oh my God,
he's horrible.
He's horrible. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Something about him. It seems like he always knew he was going to be bad.
Yeah.
He always knew he was going to be bad, and he made a decision from a young age.
See, the thing is, if his cheeks were just a little bit tighter, he could have been a good boy.
Yeah.
But he's got those fat cheeks of a rapist.
And
he's got those fat rapist cheeks.
I concur too. And the thing is, like, sometimes I'm on the, like, so I just downloaded Reddit again, and it's weird. It's weird being back on Reddit. And so sometimes you get these really strange you get these really strange subreddits that get recommended to you. And so one of them that got recommended to me was True Rate Me. And it's where people just go on and they're like, what do you think? 5, 6? And then people will be like, your cheekbones are not proportional to your brow line. And your...
So there's some people that really get off on that.
Oh, they
just
get
live on
so fucking into it. And here's what I found out. People are not, I think different people are like different levels of like societal attractiveness. There'll be like a guy that I'm like, okay, that's like a pretty attractive guy. And they'll be like 4.7. You have your mandible is too protruded. Your mandible is protruded as fuck. But so I feel like this is a guy I would consider attractive, but I don't think women do. But I would consider him like naturally attractive.
Well, he's kind of like cute.
There's something about him that I feel like is, I mean, maybe it's as his nose is a little bit to the right, I guess.
I think it's his fat rapist cheeks that make him cute. But they also mark him as
endearing.
Is it Coda? Can you drop a line really quick? Is it bad to say that? Can we get away with saying that?
Fat rapist cheeks?
Can we say fat rapist cheeks?
I think you'd say that.
That's totally fine. That flies.
All right, one more here.
Shadow ban incoming.
All right, well, new version, new us. No more kids.
No more kids?
No more kids. I don't want to do the kids anymore.
I want to go.
It's hard to make the kids funny.
Well, but you just talk about them when they're older.
Well, let's cut this bitch up.
Okay.
All right. She's like a fucking Romanian street worker.
Yeah.
And she works at like a street market.
Well, but it's not like she doesn't do like kebabs.
No, she's selling
it's
like
semi-respectable.
She's selling like tinctures. She's selling like tinctures
she's
or
an
some
apothecary.
Yeah, she's got some sort of like weird, and it's not her that makes it. It's like her old
religious,
aunt.
Maybe religious like paraphernalia,
something like
kind of
that.
Like nicer brass.
But she's not recruiting.
crosses.
Yeah, she's not recruiting.
No.
She's just
no. I think she's literally just a cashier. She's a cashier.
She's like a cashier at like a mart.
This is a money grab. She goes there. She sells the shit. They wouldn't trust her to make the religious talismans.
And she wants to do something bad, but she's too afraid.
As she should be in Romania.
Oh my God, she will get her clit chopped right off. And that's no joke, folks. Can you say that? Can you say getting your clit chopped right off? I think you can. Is that not a problem? I don't know. Anyway, I once saw a movie when I was fucking on mushrooms and I was like 19 years old. I watched a movie about a woman and this is actually a true story. There was this like elder mom, like 40-year-old mom character in real life who kind of like was the neighborhood mom, and like kids would like hang out at her house and this, that, and the other. She ended up like singling out one girl that she didn't like. I think it was actually her own daughter, and she like bullied her and like tortured her and like burnt her literal clitoris off. She burnt her clitoris off so that she could never feel sexual pleasure, I believe. And I watched this movie on mushrooms as a 19-year-old in Seattle, and I would not recommend, folks. I think it was literally called The Girl Next Door. Look up The Girl Next Door, and this young gal. It's a true story.
Different Girl Next Door.
I know.
I'm used to.
No, I know. It's a literal showcase
Crazy
of how.
says there's a movie on that.
Yeah, no, I watched it.
Oh, he didn't hear that you said you were watching a movie on that, and that's not the kind of movie that I've grown soft. You know, I talk a mean game.
I have also grown soft.
I've grown soft.
I
don't need to, like, I'm just so distressed about my own life. I don't need, like, I don't have the resilience to appreciate those things in a way that doesn't destroy me.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We got a Reddit post for this person deleted their account. They said, "This fucking movie. What the actual fuck? I used to watching disturbing. I'm used to watching disturbing films. I love the Terrifier movies, and I've seen classic/infamous movies like a Serbian film, I had to skip a few scenes in the movie.
Oh my God, that is.
Is that the one where the person just gets brutally?
No, dude. It's like actually the worst thing that it could ever be.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll dive into that in a second.
I don't think I can. I think I literally can't.
Really?
I think I literally
can.
Can't.
You act it out in charades? Is that possible?
Will that get us in more trouble?
The rest of the Depression trilogy. Okay, so this is based on a true story.
Okay, so Crazy Fist, you know what it is. Nobody likes a Serbian film. Nobody likes a Serbian film.
What is it?
Nobody likes a Serbian film.
What is it?
I literally can't say.
Okay, yeah. Oh.
It's actually the worst thing you could do. It's actually the worst thing that you could do.
You can't say that.
Yeah, no, it literally is. It literally is. It literally is, Coda. Yeah, it literally is.
God damn.
Yeah.
There's some people out there that live a life in a true ignorance is bliss state. Like there's some people that are just like, I like to craft and do needlepoint. Like there's true atrocities out there that people have no actual purview of.
I just love
it's a nice way to live.
Everyone in the chat knows exactly what it is.
We're with our gang right now. We're literally with our OG crew.
Old blood. Yeah, don't watch it, Coda. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I was like 15. I didn't know what it was, and then we were just like, that's not gonna happen, is it? Oh my god, no. Okay, we're done.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you like avant-garde things, so I'm surprised.
That's a bridge too many.
That's a bridge too far. Oh my gosh. What's the actual worst thing? And I used to watch too many fucking crazy.
Yeah, you did. I can confirm that.
People like just getting their head chopped off. I saw a literal woman get beheaded when I was like 14. When I was 14, also
Faces of Death. Really
I saw, and this is like, cover your ears, folks, with the faint heart.
You did not like to knit.
I literally, this was on MySpace. There was a video of there was a woman with a high heel shoe crushing a puppy.
Oh, a puppy?
With a high, yeah.
Oh, a puppy?
I love how you're like, that's, I've got a whole Rolodex of those.
I mean, okay, listen, the puppy, that's awful. That's awful.
You saw a woman with a high heel shoe crushing something.
Testicle.
I would rather have a testicle than a puppy. Because the testicle.
No.
Really?
Until you see it, you think that.
No, because I feel like the testicle, like the guy's into it because he's a fucking sick heathen.
You just don't know, dude.
The puppy is literally just a puppy, and it's getting impaled by a high heel shoe. We're losing viewers.
Listen, did we not expect to?
That's fine.
Did we not expect to shave a few off here and there with the last 10 minutes of this podcast?
Only the true OGs know.
We're not trying to develop long-term relationships with people that have any fucking standards.
Oh my gosh! All right, well, where do we go from here?
Yeah, there is a big gap between David Lynch and a Serbian film.
What is David Lynch?
Yeah, Serbians must hate that. David Lynch, he's just like a guy that made a bunch of weird shit.
I keep thinking he's John Waters, but I know he's not.
Fudge you then?
Fudge you. Let's see here. David Lynch. Let's do a little David Lynch. Oh, okay. This guy, I know a little bit about this guy. He was in Louis.
Coda's not saying like he doesn't like David Lynch.
Love David Lynch? What? Drop a little something about David Lynch. Like, what should we watch?
Yeah. What's a good?
He did Dune. Okay, but you didn't like this Dune.
I mean, listen, I loved it. It's like watching a car burn with a family inside of it. Like I love seeing that.
Right. Naturally, that's right up my alley.
But it's also, it's horrible.
Just because it does a disservice to the movie. Have you seen Dune 2 yet? The new one?
I saw Dune 1 and it was pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Dune 2 yet.
Okay, yeah.
God, in that cold movie theater though.
It was so cold.
Their AC
I felt like
was
I had
broken.
diabetes sitting there for 2 hours. It's fucked up.
Wait, Twin Peaks? Yeah, we've heard of Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I don't know about...
We've heard of Twin Peaks. I know about David Lynch.
Yeah, Eraserhead, I know this is like a big thing for people that are like really hip and shit, people that are too cool for school. Anybody that liked Eraserhead, I'm like, you think you're really artsy.
Did you watch Eraserhead?
No, but the people that like it.
Okay, you know.
Exactly, yeah. That's fine. I mean, that's fine. You know, to each their own. To each their own.
To each their own. I don't know. What's the best? I mean, I really got into A24 for a little while.
Yeah, we went on. A24 had my respect until they didn't. You know? Killing of a Sacred Deer. It's just, you know, it is what it is. But
if you don't watch The Lobster,
I'm not watching The Lobster.
Okay.
I'm never gonna Yorgo ever again.
Okay.
He's lost my respect. He's lost my
respect. You don't know Lobster or The Killing of a Sacred Deer?
The Killing of a Sacred Deer, don't watch it. Literally
Crazy
don't watch
Fish.
it. We already went over this last year.
Watch The Lobster and then watch.
I would say that I liked Midsommar like we talked about. Hereditary rather. Midsommar, I don't know. I guess I've always liked the A24 films because of the potential they had, but I always felt like the execution left me wanting.
You don't like when they get weird with it.
I don't.
You want it to just be like an angry, sad man killed a bunch of people.
Yes.
And then watched a football game.
Like, you know what
That's what would be perfect for you.
And I've moved past this because I don't watch a lot of horror, but like one of the most classic horror movies, The Strangers.
It's a
great.
Phenomenal movie.
They say, why are you doing this? And they said, because you're home. And it's like, evil exists, baby.
Yeah, no, that
it's
movie
fucking out there, and we're
owed
owed actually nothing, and you could get stabbed in the guts for no reason.
What was the last? That movie made me feel very bad about being alive.
The Strangers?
Yeah,
I think there's a Strangers too.
Movie. What film does Jeff actually like?
I like The Menu, which I said last.
Jesus Christ, he does. He really likes. He respects
The Menu is a good movie. It's not perfect, but it is a good movie. It is a good movie. And I liked what is it? Triangle of Sadness. That was a good one.
Okay.
Triangle of Sadness is a solid movie. Yeah, you don't watch good movies. You just watch movies.
So you and Crazy Fist would get along really well. Me and Coda would get along really well.
Crazy Fist, can you do me a favor and put this guy in the fucking hospital? That way he can watch a couple good movies and come back to me.
Yeah. I've been watching kid movies lately. I've been watching Disney movies.
Okay.
Yeah, Lion King. I used to.
I loved Lion King.
I used to say,
were you a Lion King or an Aladdin or both? Because I was both.
Both, absolutely both. Yeah, okay. Aladdin is actually like probably one of the best fucking movies. Like you should watch Aladdin again. Have you watched it in the last like 10 years, 15 years?
My lovely girlfriend Roxana pointed something out to me. I make Aladdin references like once a fucking week. I literally make Aladdin references as like a normal like context point of my life. I'm like, gotta still eat. Yeah, I feel it.
There you go. Yeah. No, Aladdin is a very good movie. Wait, now, so Coda, you did a review on both?
You gotta eat to live, gotta steal to live.
You did a review on The Menu and on
wait, Coda. Wait, really? Coda, are you for real? I'd love to watch your review.
Wait, are you a film reviewer?
Is that right?
Okay.
And really quick, I didn't mind the Will Smith Aladdin. I'm not going to be a sourpuss.
I am going to be a sourpuss.
That was
I didn't
fine
watch it.
rendition.
I didn't watch it, but I'm not going to. I'm never going to watch it.
No,
I'm not going to watch it.
That's fine.
Oh, it's fine that I don't watch it?
No. I mean, you should watch it.
I'm not going to watch it.
Why?
Because this is me, okay? Like, I don't expect like a 95-year-old person.
Then you shouldn't have watched the second iteration of Dune.
Gays to marry, right? Like, I don't have to watch Aladdin. Okay, it's the same thing. My ability to flex and change culturally is done.
I will say, they did add some bullshit to the Aladdin live action. They added a new song. If you guys know about this, they added a song for Jasmine that was like, "I will not be silenced," and she ends up becoming the Sultan. They make it like super fucking
really?
feminism. Yeah. They give a whole different spin to it.
I think all the Disney movies did that, didn't they?
Yeah,
I think all the Disney movies did. I think all the movies did that.
It's a sad status.
It's a sad status.
But the Will Smith genie was absolutely fine. They paid a good respect to it, but he also made it its own. And goddamn, I will give credit where credit is due.
Okay, so one. Ricardo!
I would rather watch the genie do those horrible Serbian things than watch.
Oh no, you would not. I'm gonna
watch a single second more of Killing of a Sacred Deer. Anyway, sorry.
I'm gonna force you to. Actually,
I don't think it's legal.
I don't think it's legal to.
No, I also am soft in old age. I don't even want. Like, I used to like to watch fight videos where people like get knocked out and then you see them like doing the fucking fencing pose. I don't even like that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that'll give me like such bad feel that I'm like, oh, that's bad for my deep psyche.
Absolutely.
I have a lot of weird deep psyche repulsion now to just normal shit that I used to be like bread and butter watching.
It used to be all day. Yeah, it's good for you.
Andrew said
it's
it was a form of self-harm, and I literally think it was. It's psychological harm.
I think it was.
It's bad shit. It's bad shit.
Coda, where can we find your original?
Fight Club is good. I like Fight Club.
Where can we find your reviews? I want to read some of your reviews.
Okay, if I'm dealing with somebody that likes The Menu, Triangle of Sadness, and Fight Club, give me a fucking movie to like. Because I just watched The Invitation because I was using ChatGPT to find a good movie. Invitation fucking sucks, okay? It's fine in the fact that it doesn't take a stupid supernatural twist at the end, but it's...
Which one?
The Invitation. It's about a dinner party where... that's about a dinner party with friends. It had the makings of something good, but the execution was just weird, and ChatGPT was horribly misguided.
You're just gonna never be able to enjoy so many things because you can't handle anything.
The Invitation is moi. Is that good? Mother was good. Saw it 3 times. I thought The Invitation left a lot to be desired.
I never saw. Wait, did I see Mother?
I want to see Mother. Mother. Watched it 3 times. I know, right? I always thought it was funny when he said, "Father, do you want to bang heads with me?" Because I just imagine them banging the heads of each other's dicks. And I know that's just me. But
I also, when you say Mother, I also think back to the Dramamine role that we did.
Yeah.
He got in a pink, like a pink
Snuggie. And it was backwards.
And I don't know if y'all have ever taken a full roll of Dramamine before,
Wouldn't
but it
recommend
gets
it.
really
You
uncomfortable.
feel like you're in an A24 movie.
You literally,
oh my God,
you literally do feel like you're in an A24 movie.
Yeah.
It's literally a horror show. But
yeah,
I mean,
when you're young and you don't have access to drugs.
Oh, Beau is Afraid. Well, I really like something about Kevin. Something's wrong with Kevin. Something about Kevin.
Beau was Afraid. I think I did watch that. Something about Kevin also I didn't love, but Beau is Afraid. Is that with Joaquin Phoenix? I think Beau is Afraid. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. I really like Joaquin Phoenix a lot.
Joaquin Phoenix is good.
Her is one of my favorite movies.
Her is great.
Her is really, really solid movie.
Her is really solid. The only thing is, I was really off put by Joaquin Phoenix's whole wanting to be a rapper movie. For a long time, I thought that was serious. I didn't realize it was satirical, and I hope it is. If anybody knows.
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't imagine that Joaquin Phoenix did that. He did do that.
It was like a weird biography thing.
I feel like it was.
Let me see here.
Yeah, I've liked Joaquin Phoenix.
I'm still here.
I've liked Joaquin Phoenix in pretty much everything that I've seen him in. He's a solid guy.
Yeah, I mean, what a beautiful cleft
just look
lip.
it up. Is it? Shit.
I'm still here real.
Well, is it?
It's a fake. It's a fake.
It's a fake.
It's a fake.
Director admits it's a hoax.
Which is good. Good. And actually, it makes me respect Joaquin.
Hoax movies can be pretty fun.
Okay, so what do we? I want to write these down. So Mother, I'm gonna watch that. Triangle has a Fight Club twist to it. Triangle of Sadness or Triangle?
Triangle.
Okay.
So you need to watch Triangle.
Mother. I like these one-word ones. This is gonna be easy for me to remember.
Triangle.
Mother, Triangle, Mr. Nobody.
Of course, you can ask a question.
Yeah, please ask a question, Crazy Fist.
Question away, Crazy Fist.
This is an open forum here.
Absolutely.
It's still fake, but it's kind of cool. The problem was, dude, I watched that in like 2010 when I was too young to like understand satire. So I was like, what the fuck? Like I didn't.
There's some really good AI. There's some really good AI stuff out there. Yeah, Stephen King is great. Reading Stephen King is really.
I want to read some Stephen King.
You should read some Stephen King. I would love to give you some books because here's the thing. I think you don't think you could handle like weird flex.
Weird flex.
I got 250 plus books.
Oh shit. Okay, Melancholia. Okay, I like it. Wait, go off on Stephen King though, because I have my own little weird Stephen King thing.
Stephen King, I mean, I probably read, I don't know, 7 books by him. The main one, I think Insomnia is the one that really stood out, but I read the whole Dark Tower series, and it was really solid until it got kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then he started, you know how...
That's the gunslinger one?
Yeah.
Something about him being a gunslinger I didn't like.
Was so good.
Okay.
It was... And if the other books could have mashed up, it literally maybe would be the best series ever written. But the first book was like, I need to read it again. I've read it twice and I need to read it again. Like, it is so, the landscape he paints is just fucking gorgeous. He does an absolutely phenomenal job. Please, if you haven't, read The Gunslinger. It's so good. Yeah. The rest of it, I mean, first 3-4 books are great, but he starts to get into this weird shit where, you know what he does? He always like mixes his books up a little bit. He'll like have a character come in from another book to another book and like have all this crossover shit. Okay. And he just like he can't help himself. So by like book 8 in the Dark Tower, it's just like a fucking like It's like playing Super Smash Bros. Except Stephen King.
I see. And you're just like watching the fucking Marvel Universe movie or some shit with all the superheroes combined.
Exactly. What's your thing with Stephen King?
This isn't even really that interesting, but I just remember, when you're a kid and there's certain fights that your parents have that just stick with you for some reason.
100%. Yeah.
My parents, for some reason, they didn't usually like read a lot, but they were reading a Stephen King book together. I think they were trying to like have a healthy relationship. Mm-hmm. They were reading a Stephen King
big mistake. Stay in your lanes, motherfuckers.
Yeah, so they were reading it, and we were on like a road trip or something, and I just remember they were fighting, and my dad, it was pissed off at my mom, and I don't even think they were fighting about the book, but he just goes, she climbs over the fence and the monster eats her.
Oh my God.
Because he had already finished it, and my mom was like about to finish. And I just remember even being like 7 years old and being like, oh wow, that like was weird. Wrong. Yeah, that's a psychological blow right there. That you just ruined the investment of so much psychological mental energy. And I knew that damaged.
That's like the most spiteful thing he could have done.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than kill her,
she jumps over the fence and the monster
have sex with someone. Yeah, that is really rough.
It's rough, yeah. And I always wondered what book that was, because I'd like to read it.
You could ask your dad.
Oh, we don't have a talking relationship.
Well, Crazy Fist just popped off pretty hot with my dad committed suicide. So that's...
Oh, wow.
He's never seen his parents fight. Some books are hard to read.
That's a big flex.
I never seen him fight. My dad committed suicide, but never seen him fight. I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Why are you sorry? Don't be sorry.
No, that's fine. I mean, your dad, he had his own fight. God love him.
He must have. Yeah. Fuck, that's rough, bro. Sorry to hear that.
I'll pour a little out. For Crazy Fist Dad.
I'm pouring some out. I just pour some out on my
But here's the thing. I don't want to get too sappy because my mom died, and when people are like, I'm so sorry, I'm like, don't.
Shut the fuck
up.
I'm
good.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
I did. I mean, right after it happened, did you appreciate that? Or not even really then? You're kind of just like, let's not talk about it.
Yeah, I didn't. From certain people I did, from other people I did, and it's like, I haven't talked to you in 4 years.
Yeah, if somebody's really close to you, then it's okay.
I think at a certain point, you're just sick of hearing that same rote phrase, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's like, let's talk about fucking
football.
Digimon or something. Okay. Let's talk about Beyblade. I don't want to talk about my fucking dead mum.
Yeah. Okay. I always wanted to try Beyblade.
I hope he's in a good or better place. No, he probably is, because that's the thing about my mom. Like, she lived a hectic life, and I actually am glad she's dead for two reasons. One, much more peaceful place. Two, I don't have to worry about being in and out of her toxicity.
Yeah.
Because I would have gotten roped back in, baby. And it's a bad place to be with a mentally ill person that schemes and manipulates. So if your dad was having a rough go in the societal norms like department, maybe it's good that he's dead. With all due respect. I mean, fuck. Pikachu, I choose you. I hope he's in a better place. It's weird watching movies.
I haven't slept for 3 days
when
now.
You have little kids. I saw all 3 Lord of the Rings movies, and
in theater because my kids were into it. It was brutal, but they loved it. Later watched all 3 alone and loved them. Yeah, they're fantastic. They're very good. Have you read the books, Coda?
I'm sorry. I wish that I could have gotten into Lord of the Rings. Once because I loved Harry Potter. I loved Harry Potter.
If they were all football players, if they could just make a...
fuck up. I loved Harry Potter, okay? And when I was told to read Lord of the Rings, I started with The Hobbit, and I literally...
big mistake.
As a 10-year-old, the fact that his name was Bilbo Baggins was a huge fucking issue for me.
Yeah.
When I heard Bilbo Baggins, I was like, that's some gay-ass shit. As a 10-year-old, I was like, fuck all of this. This is stupid.
Yeah,
and I never looked back.
Okay, can we get some people in here to settle a debate?
Let's go.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, it's horrible.
Is it
masturbatory?
Is it a really funny?
It's masturbatory.
Book?
It's self-referential. It's exuberant and not in a good way. It's literally an annoying fucking book.
Come on,
it's
I'm
literally
hoping
an
someone in
fucking
here,
book.
someone in this chat will back me up here.
And by the way, always have a towel. Like what kind of, I feel like he was like writing that and he was like, oh, what can I say to be quirky and funny? What can I? Oh, a pile of laundry. How about you always have to have a towel? What do you think about that, Margaret? Is that funny? Always having to have a towel. That's kind of funny, right?
Okay. Hitchhiker's
does
Guide
that
to the
come
Galaxy,
up? Does that
Guide
come
to
up
the
in a
Galaxy
real, like, substantial way?
Review. In the book, yes.
The towel is like
The
it has
towel
like
really
it
comes
has
up.
like some substance to it.
Okay, so listen, you're gonna be happy and unhappy here.
Yeah, it's polarizing.
You're gonna be very good
polarizing.
book. Very good book. The movie was a movie. The movie was a movie. Okay, but here, 4.4 stars. Okay, 4.4 stars.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm just saying, but I'm gonna give you.
There's a lot of people that are fucking stupid. Okay.
Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Hitchhiker's Guide to is this for the book or the? This is for the book.
That's the book.
This is for the
it's
book.
Goodreads.
Okay.
4.2.
Okay.
It's 4.2. I don't know how it's
4.2 on Goodreads, but 4.4 on
4.2.
Google.
I mean,
4.4
4.2. That's a pretty good score.
It's an okay score. I'm just saying. A lot of people like it.
Here, let me see.
You don't have to like it, but I need you to not to.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is overrated. It's not bad, but it doesn't need to be liked by everyone. I found its kind of humor so absurd it was not funny at all. And the fact that if you disagree with the majority, you get downvoted to a sign of an extremely toxic fan base.
I feel like I should throat chop you right now.
No, I mean, there we go. Like
I want to be part of that toxic fan base.
Neo Kratos Red. I mean, Neo Kratos Red for president. Can I fucking say it anymore? It's fine. This person hated the first 20 pages. Why should I read it?
Did they love the rest?
No, they're asking the great void for some sort of justification for.
I need to get you. I'm gonna hire somebody to break all your legs, and then you're gonna go to TT Special Hospital, and I'm gonna put you on Dramamine instead of opiates, and just force you to watch the Serbian film and the Lobster and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Well, hey, Crazy Fist. If you're hitting the break room, we're also gonna have to hit the break room, folks. We're gonna have to do a shorter podcast this week. We're starting to do these longer ones.
We're gonna do longer though.
Start.
We're shooting for an hour and a half typically, and we might spill over into 2 sometimes.
We might spill over into 2. Last was 2.5. Right, so we love you guys.
I want to save this chat. I wish we could save this chat. 1, because I love every one of you motherfuckers, and 2. Thank you. And then 2, because I want to watch these movies, honestly. I'm going to report back.
Okay.
Mother, Triangle, those are the only 2 I remember.
Anything terrible. Uh-oh.
I only remember the 2. So, fucking hit us up. Hit us up, baby.
So, guys, we'll be back in 7 days.
We'll be back in 7. And we're actually going to be back in perpetuity. This is real. We're fucking, we got the new studio. We got the new schedule.
Can all the walls go down? Can we show them the green screen? Can we show them the green screen? Actually, can we just show them the studio real quick as a little treat?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Here.
I do have to go, but
you do have to go. Okay, check this out, guys.
This is good shit. This is good shit, guys. We're doing good stuff.
Edit filters. I actually don't want to mess this up.
I feel like
I'm gonna not mess this up.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a way to do it. I
already got it.
All right.
It's only the blue screen that goes.
Okay, right.
So we got this whole area right here.
Well, all right.
Is this working?
No, it's not.
Is it working?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
There we go. Okay. There we go.
We got a whole.
Yeah.
We got the drum
All right.
setup.
It's zoomed in a lot, so it's kind of hard to. Oh well. Okay.
There we go. See, we got the whole station over here.
Yeah.
Now you can really see.
There we go. Yeah, that's good. Show them the other side though, because it looks unimpressive in this scale. So show them the other side.
Here we go. We got the drum setup.
They already saw that. Go to your
Spinning.
There we go. Yeah.
We got the jam room.
Yeah. There we go. Big old TV. So that's something.
TV, and then I'm gonna
Show them your office space. Yeah. Show them your office space.
we really want to impress
Yeah, that is big. That is big.
And then here's the
Yeah.
the new office space. So
Folks, not a bad gig,
a
right?
lot of room to play. And
Yeah.
This is a pretty big little jam room going on. Wow. Space down there.
Coda, it's cringy, but he has a point. If you're talking about the Hitchhikers, thank you. Thank you, King.
I mean, listen. I'm not gonna say it's overdone. It's overdone. But if you did the work, if you got through it, like you would not feel.
Yeah, but that's like a cope. It's like when you read an article and you're like, "That's what I believe now because I read that." You know, it's not real.
No.
I read the book multiple times and like
you're the one who didn't dip your toe in. You're the one who didn't. Don't tell me I didn't dip my toe in. I dipped my toe in. Well. I did the whole 9 yards. You motherfucker. I bore down and I read that whole piece of shit book.
We have a squirrel as a background because TT, God bless him, he lost a good dear friend, and this is a sacred monument to him. He lost an albino squirrel that he trusted a rogue taxidermist to take care of. And Crazy Eric literally fucking ghosted him after taking his pristine, preserved, non-rigor mortis,
which was worth somewhere between probably $1,000 and $7,000.
Yeah, and we've tried. There's a whole lore.
We've chain called him. We've done. Yeah, you can go on the YouTube and watch
reviews because other people
shorts.
have gotten their creatures absconded.
It's a bunch of bullshit. But
he literally is a bad person.
Coda, we are going to do some live music shows. We definitely are.
We sure will.
We are. It's going to be awesome.
We're thanks
for bearing with us through these. We've been growing and changing.
Absolutely.
But we're done growing now, and we're just gonna make some sick podcast music and fun content. So thanks for sticking around with us, guys. You guys are
we love
fucking
you guys.
awesome.
This is the fun part.
The albino squirrel incident. Yeah, it's a big one.
We will see you guys soon. We'll see you next Friday.
Next Friday.
Take care, bubbies.
And really
quick,
drink from a stagnant puddle this week.
No, don't do that. We like to send with good things.
You like to send with good things. I like to send with.
I would say start reading a book. If you don't read, start reading a book. Start reading a book and try and finish it.
I'm gonna double down on the stagnant puddle, but I'm gonna say only if you're constipated. My son was constipated and he actually got giardia probably, and totally unplugged him. And he the funny thing is he was fine the whole time.
I want him to go to a fucking hospital for more than 48 hours.
I hope so.
And feel the true misery of despondence.
Fingers crossed.
I really, really can't handle it.
Thanks, Coda. Have a good night, guys. We love you.